Hello, hello. Testing. Okay. And is my volume up? Okay. Alright, so. Okay, and hi there, caller.
Oh, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Let me see if I can figure out how to put my phone on speaker.
Oh, good job. You did it.
I did. I was like, okay, I can do this.
Yeah. Totally
okay,
got
let's find the
this.
setting for speaker.
Oh, thanks for joining us, love. How are you?
Heck yeah. Oh, I think I got your silly cold.
Oh no. Are you
I know.
serious?
I'm a little stuffy.
Oh,
It's okay.
man. That stinks. It really
Yeah.
stinks. What have you been doing?
Huh?
What have you been doing for it?
I haven't been really doing too much because I thought, oh, it's just a little bit, and then now this
Yeah.
morning, I took a Mucinex because I coughed all night.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then all that did was make my stomach sick.
Oh, okay, I'm going to give you a life-saving tip.
Okay.
Do you have something to write with, or I can tell you later or text you?
I have a notepad out because I was going to take notes.
Cool. Give me just 1 second because I'm going to set up one other thing really quick here.
Yeah, you do that. And I'm going to see if I can put you on speaker.
Cool. And I'm going to record this so that we can share it later.
Oh, good. Okay.
Okay. And I think we should have hopefully a couple other people join. I know Boston wants to join. I don't know if she's going to make it. And then a friend of mine that lives in Connecticut now that used to be here is.
How cool.
She's actually who I first saw she's a naturopath. And she moved to Connecticut and is opening her practice. So, all right.
How do I put my phone on speaker?
You're doing so good. So I'm just going to.
Just 1 sec, Lauren. Mark's going to put me on speaker.
Okay. All right. We're going to just wait and see if anybody else joins us too.
Okay.
Okay.
Couldn't figure out how to say that. There we go. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, what the hell? My wife goes away with you for a weekend. She comes back sick because you were sick?
So sorry. She was really in that closed vicinity in the car, you know? It was not pretty. So I went back to the yoga studio on Tuesday to teach, and apparently the two gals that share the front desk and managing the studio and stuff, both of them had it too. And we were all together on Thursday last week, and that's when it like set in.
Yeah, and just spread the love.
Oh, I feel so bad. Probably all those women are going to be sick. It's terrible.
It's part of it. I'm going to figure out and get it pulling through. I haven't been sick in years.
Yeah. Oh,
but I think too, we didn't get a lot of sleep.
And we didn't get a lot of sleep.
Yeah, and the emotions.
Right. There was like a lot of like detox happening.
There was a lot of detox happening.
I kept thinking, oh, it's my throat for sure. It's like my throat chakra. It's the speaking. Yeah. So, okay. So you know what? I'm just going to give you this quick little tip and then we're going to get started. There's a couple more people that might join, and if not, it's all good. We're going to just record. So what I'd like you to try is to take a steamy cup of water Just,
Mm-hmm.
you know, doesn't have to be crazy boiling, but so that it's steamy. Warm up some water in a coffee mug. And then do 1 drop each of peppermint, lemon, melaleuca, and oregano. And
Oh,
then you
okay.
take your hands
Like,
over the mug and just like cup it and inhale through your nose and your mouth like for a while. As long as you can take it, really deep breaths. It's going to be like a crazy, it's like, yeah, you thought Mucinex does the job. Like it's going to, if you're going to have tissues nearby, and it really kicks the crud out. And it's really potent though, so keep your eyes closed. And it's incredibly powerful. I saw that tip on a video from a functional medicine doctor for like a cough that just won't kick. And especially like before you bed at night, it'll help.
Okay, so peppermint, lemon, melaleuca, and oregano.
Got it. Yeah, 1 drop each in a cup of steamy water. Sit there, cup your hands, inhale, nose and mouth, as long as you can tolerate it, like 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay,
Super helpful. And then if you end up getting super congested in the sinus area, the digesten that's good for your tummy is actually really helpful right on the sinus area, because it helps you to digest and break down some of that clogged mucus and congestion. It's actually really
so I just put it on sinuses.
Yeah, so you just like dilute it a little bit with some coconut oil and like rub it right on like the bridge of your nose, like your cheekbone, in that area if it's really congested. I was congested there.
Okay, that sounds good.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's nobody.
Germs. Oh, germs. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I just think there were a lot of factors that contributed to tired and
definitely.
Good.
Did you sleep so good?
Yes.
Yeah. I slept so good this week since we've been home.
I know. Well, in your own bed.
Oh, I'm like, oh, my bed. It's like the best bed ever.
Well, and Lauren and I would stay up and visit forever too. We'd start talking and then like, oh my God, we have got to go to bed.
Yeah. It was so fun. So I know, Laura, you can't see my screen, but I'm just going to follow along some slides, and if anybody else joins us, but otherwise I might just get started. And then we can talk like more specifically about stuff for you. So what's exciting is that we're doing this Live Naturally class, and this is a class I think I've taught like, I don't know, 50 to 100 times. I wish I had counted, but this is just like a basics class that I bring as an experience to people's homes. I've done it online a lot, and it's the kind of class that I went to when I first was learning, and it's really fun to teach it because it can be like a real game changer for people, and you actually never really got to come to one, so I'm glad that like you're gonna get to hear how it goes and what it's all about. So basically in these classes, people learn what essential oils are, even if they've had no understanding. We're going to learn how and why you would use them like right now for specific things, and like find an entry point of what you can apply it to in your life. And then how to incorporate it like into your beauty routine, self-care, and just that like mindful, natural lifestyle to feel your best, which we've talked about a lot in the stuff that we've done. But everybody comes into this community kind of from a different place, so it's a really good like basic format. All right. Yeah. So, and for anybody else who's seeing this later, I'm Lauren Bernard. I'm the creator of Awaken Seed Essence. I am a yoga teacher, a holistic lifestyle essential oil teacher, doTERRA business leader, coach, and wife and mother of 2. And on the screen there are ways you can get in touch with me. And then I just usually start off by talking a little bit about like, where did wellness from plants originate, which is like from as far back as we can track in human history. So I think it's kind of funny when people sometimes think that this is like sort of popular or new age, but it's actually it's just like the OG coming back, becoming more used and realized for its benefits, while modern medicine has like a great place in our world. Yeah. There's, I'm back to the Egyptians. I mean, Laura, you know so much about a lot of this. Do you want to comment about this?
Oh, about the Egyptians?
Yeah. Or, you know, what you know about, like, you've been using natural stuff for a long time.
Yeah, that's true. I have used natural stuff for a long time. And just that, well, I just feel like it's safer. You're not putting extra toxins in your body. And
Right.
I mean, a long time ago in the Egyptians, they mixed mud mass out of mass, and it was, or mud out into mass and into cleaning and into coloring their hair. And
Yeah. Yeah,
so
absolutely.
we need to get back a bit more.
So the next question I ask is like, why are people turning to natural options more and more these days? And it's just exactly what you're talking about. It's people are becoming more and more aware of what synthetics are all about. And they're also realizing that there's some negative effects, that there's also a tremendous amount of cost in the medical world, but in other places too, right? In the beauty world and in the cleaning product world, those toxins, just household products. Yeah. So there are a lot of reasons that people are kind of waking up to the fact that, you know, there's, you know, a lot going on, a lot of unnecessary junk that's really actually not good for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
true.
people, I think, are definitely over, I'd say, you know, well, the last 3 or 4 years since it's been very forefront in my mind, but I definitely have seen quite a bit of a shift where it's becoming more and more of a thing.
Well, yeah,
So,
it's not so hippie anymore. It's a lot of, I think a lot of families are using alternative products
yeah,
to clean and.
absolutely. So, and now I just want to talk a little bit about why I started using essential oils, which was a little over 3 years ago. At least these doTERRA essential oils. Before that, I was using some random, I don't even know what was in it, probably a lot of synthetic tea tree and lavender. And I was just using those purely for the nice aroma that, and my mother-in-law had done it for a long time, putting like a drop of lavender in the inside of the toilet paper roll when guests would come over, which is a really great tip, by the way. I still do that. And I was using tea tree because, you know, maybe there was like a Cosmopolitan magazine that said it's good for your skin and things like that. But I actually ran out of my crappy lavender, and I have been talking to a mother at kindergarten, and we were really talking about my son's constant nosebleeds that he was getting from being on over-the-counter allergy medication, like on the daily. He was getting like so dried out that he was having a lot of nosebleeds, and I was just frustrated. It had been something we hadn't really experienced until he was in the school environment for whatever reason. The combination of things, like his seasonal stuff just really got out of hand, and the pediatrician had suggested that I medicate him seasonally. And I had a hard time with it because he was also, you know, kindergarten's a hard start anyway. And then he was getting like extra irritable, he was getting in trouble, and I just felt like it was definitely a connection. And I wanted to like just try to figure out something there instead of, because I felt like it was really the biggest reason why things were not going great. And so randomly, about the same week or so time span, I got an invitation to come to a class to learn about essential oils being taught by a holistic health coach literally next door. And like all these like awesome things, like it was such a comprehensive invitation about things. And I was kind of like, wow, okay, sounds amazing. And at that time, I barely even gave myself opportunities to do things in the evening. So for the fact that it was like next door was the only reason that I think I ended up showing up. And I was gone for like 3 hours. And anyway, it's really made such a profound impact on my family. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here today. I was blown away by how they were able to help Aiden using lemon, lavender, and peppermint for in his diffuser at night and in a roll-on to take with him. And we no longer, I mean, and not only that, it shifted the kids' overall visits to the pediatrician too. Oh, hey, Jillian. Jillian's joining us, I think. I don't know if you can hear us, love. Are you there? Maybe. Just let us know if you're having any trouble hearing. You can use the chat option. All right, we're just going to keep on going, and feel free to chime in anytime, love. So, yeah, 3 years later, I like feel bad. I like have a hard time taking my kids to even have a well check. Their immune systems are super strong, and we have these tools on hand to manage all the little things that come up. Although, you know, I will say that, of course, there are the times like when my daughter broke her arm 5 months ago that I am insanely grateful for modern medicine and the way that it was able to help our family very seamlessly through that trauma. So, you know, there's a time and a place, but I am absolutely empowered by being able to use this to support my family physically, emotionally, and in the process, it has completely been an aid to me spiritually, mentally, all of the above. And the opportunity that I had to, well, I mean, it wasn't even just like, oh, it's an opportunity to share oils. It was like a need. I just like could not talk about these things because it was really making such a difference in my life that if I cared about somebody, I was going to tell them about it. And so then it started to turn into a responsibility that I felt to educate people about the safety of it, because once a teacher, always the teacher. As you may or may not know, I was a classroom teacher, and I also spent some time in real estate. And so I love the idea of entrepreneurship as well and the freedom that it can bring to your life. And so, you know, it's really like a beautiful foundation. And I'm super, super happy with the way things are coming together with the product and the authenticity of the message that I feel like I'm sharing with the world through my teachings and this business, and also the way that it's brought other people into my life that themselves have a unique message to share and want to use this thing that is doTERRA as a vehicle, and I've been able to help them through that, and that's been something I never saw coming and an incredible blessing. So we are going to talk a little bit about a few of the basics today. So we're going to talk about what is an essential oil. So these are potent little lipids, natural, powerful aromatic compounds found in the seed, bark, stem, root, flowers, and other parts of the plant. They're extracted and distilled for a variety of health benefits. And they're just like supercharged. It's like 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. One drop of, say, peppermint essential oil is equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea. It's really amazing. I know, Laura, you love peppermint.
I do.
Yeah, and can attest to that potent smell. And honestly, it just never gets old. It never gets old. It's so energizing and uplifting. It cools the body. It combats head tension, relieves motion sickness and nausea. And so the other amazing thing about essential oils is that they're very complex in their chemical nature. And the multiple compounds in every oil provides a real versatile support. This complexity of every oil means that developing resistance is extremely unlikely. So lavender, for example, soothes emotions, calms irritated skin, supports restful sleep, relieves minor burns, and combats seasonal threats. And so if you're looking at the screen here, or view this recording later, you can see all of the different chemical constituents that lavender possesses. And so in a really great quality, you'd be looking for these things to be in the right place because you know it's the pure good stuff. And that's what makes it so awesome, like that it's going to do so many different things. I couldn't believe this. My husband was like, what? How can lavender do so many things? And so I really did geek out on the chemistry a lot when I learned. It's really fascinating. But if you think about it, that is, it's really what modern medicine has been able to do, is examine these constituents and for a variety of the different products and doing certain things, become isolated. And then we can tap in to putting some preservatives, maybe some fillers, some synthetics in order to be able to patent the product. And of course, that process over time has left our society with, dealing with quite a few side effects from just this basic plant intelligence that exists. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So now the other thing is, before I went to this first class that I went to Whole Foods to look for a lavender, and I noticed there was a $20 bottle and a $10 brand. I asked the salesperson, what's the difference here? Why is one more expensive? And he was like, I have no idea. Really don't know. I mean, they're different brands. And I was like, okay, yeah. Oh, really? And then I went home to do some more research, and kind of in that process is when I decided to go to the class that was being taught, because I did realize out there was a lot of different things going on when you research it. And like it says here in the second bullet point, there's kind of this myth created that essential oils are ineffective. And I kind of saw some of that in doing research. But the thing is, there is absolutely no standardization on the essential oil market. So there's a need for a higher standard out there. And that's what doTERRA saw, that they wanted to create their brand to be known for 100% pure. They are never synthetic, never diluted. They're always third-party lab tested. And, it's a wonderful thing to know exactly what you're getting in these bottles. Oops, let me see, I'm gonna go back a little bit. So they created this trademark. It's called Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade. And there are a lot of awesome therapeutic grade oils out there. But this brand in particular comes with a lot of things. The quality and purity guarantee, of course, verified pure and safe, free of fillers, pesticides, heavy metals, foreign contaminants, the third-party testing. But the other part of it is what really sealed the deal for me, this co-impact sourcing. So doTERRA sees that, to get the best, highest quality constituents in plants around the world, that plants are harvested in their natural habitat for the maximum therapeutic benefit. And in the process, a third of these countries that we're getting plant materials from are non-developing countries. I mean, so different than the lives we lead. And they see an opportunity to, we have a real opportunity to change the world here. So providing jobs, education, and practical, even as basic as they've been just digging wells. And just above and beyond that, there are partnerships through doTERRA that bring things like awareness to hygiene for young women and teaching them how to make these feminine hygiene products. There is a bottle of oil called Hope. It's an essential oil blend of frankincense and ylang ylang. And 100% of those proceeds go to fighting sex trafficking in South America. And these are just a couple of examples. If you go to the official doTERRA YouTube page and look up co-impact sourcing, you can see some incredible videos and of the stories around the world where purchasing oils from this company is changing the world. So one purchase at a time. I feel super good about my dollars going here for that reason. And for the reason that it's an incredible product that I can use on my children and for myself, right? So at this point in the class, I want you to meet yourself where you're at in your body, your mind, and your soul. In your body, how do you feel in your body? I know Laura's not feeling great because I gave her my cold. Energy, pain, and strength. And we did a couple of the great little protocols you can try when you're nursing yourself back to wellness and supporting your immune system. But I want you to think about your body in general as of late, without shooting on yourselves, just an honest inventory, no judging. And then in your mind, do circumstances control how you show up? How stable do you feel? And in your soul, how strong is your connection to your higher purpose, to yourself, to each other? And how grateful do you feel? Do you feel connected to your sense of purpose? And then just on a piece of paper, right, with that kind of in mind, we're just going to think of a few areas. What are some areas in your life that you would like to target with essential oils? You've probably heard of a lot of different things that you think you might be able to do. Like I showed up because I was looking for some specific seasonal support for my kiddo. I was also curious about how it could help on a couple of different skin issues, and also my toddler who could not stay in her bed at night, and I was a crazy sleepy lady. So, what are a few different things, like maybe head tension that you deal with, energy, hair, skin, and nails, respiratory, emotional health? Like, what are a few different places to start? Because the world of Awaken Seed Essence and that which is doTERRA that you enter through this community support group is full of a lot. And that's because it is a journey over a long time that we're going to continue to nurture you through. And it's really easy to get overwhelmed and just like get a kit of oils and then not do anything because you're not really sure what to do. And there's like 1,000 graphics out there, and it can be really overwhelming. So I like you to just start with a few, 3 to 5 things that you'd like to target. Does everybody feel pretty good with that?
Yeah.
Another second or so. And that way, when we get to the end of this, we can talk a little bit about that. We can talk a little bit about how after a type of class like this, and if you do choose to join our community, and then we want to make sure that we set up a 1-hour consultation beyond this, some type of a session where we put a 90-day plan in place so that you have practical things to do with the product. Because I did not do this so that people could buy stuff from me and not use it. Okay. All right, so this is a foundation of a healthy lifestyle. This is a graphic for a like scaffolding, right? So the very foundation of a holistic lifestyle is eating right. We know that we need to eat the rainbow, eat whole foods, drink lots of water, watch our sugars and things like that. And it's really fundamental in this day and age as well to just be mindful about the sourcing of our food and knowing that a lot of things are stripped out of our food, and just our bodies, just through lots of evolution and lots of heaviness and maybe genetics. For me personally, like dealing with some different things in my gut where it's not always that I'm not eating right things, it's that my body maybe doesn't always absorb the nutrients properly either. So supplementing for me is a really big deal as well. And then on top of that, making sure that you exercise and manage your weight, rest and manage your stress, reduce your toxic load, which is what we talked about with the products in your home, cleaning and beauty supplies and things like that. And then beyond that, there's informed self-care, which you are doing when you join a group like this, where you're working on learning about the different types of things you can do to naturally manage your wellness. And then, of course, there's being proactive and seeking out some natural medical care. Okay, so in all of these areas, we all enter differently. you know, so we can take an honest look and say on a scale of 1 to 10, kind of where am I at in these categories? Where do I feel the most out of balance? And that also kind of helps you if you haven't figured out what your, you know, your main 3 bullet points might be as to what you want to work on. And so with that foundation in mind, and I was talking about supplementation, doTERRA has this product called Lifelong Vitality. It's a multivitamin revolution. And it's the #1 selling product outside of essential oils. And the reason is, like, it is so amazing that they stand behind a 30-day money-back guarantee, and it's a 30-day supply. So you take it for 30 days, you don't feel more energized, increased clarity, brain function, digestive support. You know, they'll just give you your $79 or whatever it is back. It's really unbelievable. And I notice the days that I forget to take this. And you do have to take quite a few, but I'm telling you, I was like, I didn't get it for a long time, and I couldn't believe the difference it made in my life when I decided to start taking them. So the whole food mineral complex, it supports healthy immune function, 22 vitamins and minerals from whole food sources, the omega blend, fatty acids, and there's also some essential oils in there. So it's amazing the way that it helps open up your cellular receptor sites and incorporate these good fats for your mental clarity, your brain function, and your cardiovascular health. And then there's also this incredible product. The 3rd part of this trio is the Alpha CRX. It's an antioxidant cellular energy. Oh my gosh. We can go into exactly what's in it at a later time, but it's incredible for the energy. It's got such boost for your cells. Just a great trio, you guys. I completely stand behind it. And I feel like it provides you this foundation for your body to be like humming every day. So if you're not taking anything, give it a thought. There's also an incredible deal. One of the biggest reasons I wanted to do this for this webinar for today, the end of August, there's an opportunity to earn this for free. So we'll talk about that a little bit at the end for people who are brand new. Okay. And in addition, if you do start taking that regularly, you can add on other supplements that are incredible at a cheaper price too. So along with those 3 different supplements, I also daily take the digestive enzyme, the probiotic that are featured here on the top, for additional digestive support with each meal, that Terrazyme. And also I do take the probiotic at night. Now, the Deep Blue Polyphenol Complex is awesome for joint and muscles, extra inflammatory assistance there. And some people actually do take that in place of the Alpha CRX that I talked about before that has the antioxidant complex, as this Deep Blue has a bunch of, like, the turmeric extract, like curcumin. It's just really kind of the other one amped up. So you can buy the omega, the mineral, and vitamins, and then you can add on the Deep Blue if you choose to do it that way. It's also an option. If energy and stamina is something you deal with, if you're drinking 4 cups of coffee a day just to get through, this Mito 2 Max is an amazing herbal complex of, like, ginseng and ginkgo biloba. I love to take this in the afternoon if I know I have, like, a late evening class or something like that I need to have a lot of energy and to be alert, as opposed to the caffeine that's going to give you a slump. So definitely highly recommend that supplement too. And my kids love the vitamins and the liquid omega that has some wild orange in it. We add it to their smoothies. So really, really cool stuff happening in the supplement world, and I love the science behind all of it. Really, really high quality stuff, you guys, so please feel free to take a look into it further on doTERRA.com if you want to read the labels and such. So then, of course, when we think about beyond nutrition, there are so many things you can do with essential oils. You can use them aromatically, topically, and internally. Now, not all of them can be used in all of these ways, but most of them can be used in a good couple variety of ways, and it just depends on what you're trying to do for what. So aromatically, you can use a diffuser, or you can rub a drop of peppermint oil in your hands and just inhale it from your hands to positively affect the mood, to clean the air, to support your respiratory function. And this is something I do every single day, at least in my diffuser. We start our days with wild orange and peppermint in a diffuser to pep things up and set a cheery tone for the day and get everyone energized. And at night, we're often doing something calming. Balance or serenity is really common at nighttime. And just depends on which room and which diffuser, because everybody's got their favorites in my house. Featured here on this page, the rectangular one is called the Aroma Light Diffuser, which runs for 8 hours. Love this diffuser. I've had mine for over 3 years and it's still rocking. It does an awesome job in a pretty large living space and also like in our master bedroom. And of course, they have the option for the lights to go on and off and things like that too. And then this pedal diffuser, the little round one, is a fabulous diffuser at only $47, runs for 4 hours or less. And you just put water in both of these, and there's like an ultrasonic vibration that allows the molecules of the oil, like 4 to 6 drops is all you need. It'll break them up, make them really small, disperse them into the vapor. And it's fabulous here in the desert for sure as well. It really helps your membranes with the moisture that it provides, as opposed to just putting it straight into your hands. So, and then topically, we can use essential oils on different parts of the body for different reasons. So for localized benefits, specifically like if you have some maybe knee pain, shoulder pain, if you want to use some fractionated coconut oil or some lotion, and a couple drops of, say, Deep Blue is a blend that's really great for achy muscles and joints, and then massage it into that localized place to receive that benefit. Also, the bottoms of the feet are shown here. This is an awesome place to apply oils topically for really any reason. It's the least sensitive skin on your body, so you don't have to worry there. It's also really far away from your respiratory system, so it's not going to cause any issues, especially for the elderly or the really young. And you have the largest pores on the bottoms of your feet, so your whole body can benefit by absorbing it through the feet. And I always suggest diluting on the skin, whether your skin is sensitive or not. It just helps the oils last longer as well, helps your skin absorb it more slowly. So many great reasons there. And then there are some oils that can be ingested or taken orally in water, in veggie caps, just a little capsule that you can open up and add a drop of, say, On Guard would be a good idea for you, Laura, dealing with some need of supporting your respiratory immune function. And you can just put a little bit of coconut oil in there as well and just swallow it down like you would any other capsule. And you can also just put things directly under your tongue. So you can mix up a little concoction of coconut oil and On Guard and ingest that as well. Okay, so another thing I would definitely do is maybe some oregano, Laura, in a capsule. Oregano under the tongue, not a great idea. So these are things specifically, you guys feel free to use our support group on Facebook and ask the community of people who've been using the product, and or contact me anytime with specific questions before you try stuff and you get comfortable. So we've talked quite a bit about a lot of these oils, but I just wanted to go through some of the foundational 10. We've talked about the peppermint and the lavender already, and I've touched on a couple of these blends. So just going left to right, top to bottom here. Lemon essential oil is also fantastic. These in many of our starter kits are combined because they're the most popular and because they can do such a variety of things. Like every household should have some lemon, some frankincense, some manuka, the On Guard protective blend, the Digest Zen for digestive support, the Deep Blue, Breathe, and then of course Balance. I love Balance so much. It's such a beautiful blend I put a drop of it on my feet every day, whether it's in the morning if I'm feeling a little frazzled and just need to get grounded, feel calm and well in that sense of well-being, and have a little bit of whole body relaxation. I'll rub it on my feet at night or the back of my neck. And it can also be wonderful in like a back massage if you're a little bit sore. And then there's some blank spaces here for some oils we might talk about for your specific stuff that you've written down. So lemon is awesome too for soothing irritated throat. So you might try some raw honey and a drop of lemon on your spoon, and either just take that orally, Laura, or you can put it into a cup of tea and stir it up. It also is wonderful in a spray bottle to neutralize odors. You can also make up a spray that's just a general kind of all-purpose cleaner, cleaning surfaces. I go around the doorknobs around the house and clean them off. And it's a great antioxidant detoxifier. I love to use it in juice, or a smoothie is a great thing to do. Sometimes even in my stainless steel bottle, in a full bottle of water, but particularly I like it in sparkling water if I need a little bit of extra detoxification. Like lately I have been doing that since we just got back from a pretty intense weekend, and my immune system was totally shot because I, of course, got a little cold before we went. And so I've been sipping on some sparkling water with a little bit of lemon and grapefruit. So I like the bubbles. It kind of helps to break down because oil and water just don't mix. So sometimes unless you've got some ice and you're mixing in just regular flat water, and please, please, please do not put it in plastic. Lemon, if you drop it on some styrofoam, will actually disintegrate the styrofoam. So it's not a good idea to ever use that in plastic, because then you're going to be ingesting all those carcinogens that it's breaking down. Not a huge big deal in a cleaner, but over time it tends to break down on plastic spray bottles as well. So do suggest glass. And what else do I want to say? With citruses, we just have to be mindful that they can create some sensitivity on the skin. If you're going to use it topically, try not to go directly out sunbathing. You might have more tendency to get a sunburn from that. So I felt like I was going to say one other thing, but lemon is lovely. And then frankincense, I would say if I was ever like gonna, if you could like bring one thing to the island, I would bring a bottle of frankincense, because like when in doubt, we say when in doubt, freak out. Like it's gonna work pretty much on everything all the time. It cleans cuts and bites, calms stress, supports the immune function, and is great for the mood. And of course, spirituality. It's an awesome one for meditation and to bring you into the present awareness. And let's see, Melaleuca, we've talked a lot about in the weekend past, but it cleanses and regenerates, and it's also got that property very energetically as well. So the skin, the scalp, the hair, you can apply it to your feet, your toenails. Also awesome for supporting the immune function. So it might be a good idea to use Melaleuca and oregano anytime I feel a little run down or something's starting to come up. I did definitely over the weekend do some Melaleuca and some oregano, either on the bottoms of your feet or in a capsule. You can add the On Guard to it. You could add a frankincense to it if you're going to make yourself a good little capsule to take a couple times a day. And then one of the tips that we talked about at the beginning of the video too was to put a drop of that with a few others into a steaming cup of water to inhale. Okay, so On Guard I've referenced a lot. This is so great, you guys. It's natural defense. Energizing and uplifting aroma. It really does smell like Christmas in a bottle. It's cinnamony and citrusy. There's some clove in there. It's beautiful. Rosemary, eucalyptus. It's a wonderful aroma, but it's also incredibly powerful for the immune system, cleansing surfaces, protects against the environmental threats. So there's also a picture here of the cell, and there's a membrane on the outer edge of all of our cells, and it tends to be really difficult for products to penetrate through that membrane into, like, say, bacteria and viral things that hang out inside there. And essential oils are actually able to break through that barrier. On Guard, particularly, the combination of melaleuca and oregano do that. The melaleuca really cleans off that sludge that hangs around on the membrane, and the oregano can really target through. Science on this stuff is so much fun. How are we doing, guys? Are we doing okay? We're going a little long. Doing good?
Yep.
Okay. This is a product that when I'm talking about making capsules, and that sounds like cool and all, but like a lot of work. Yeah, it did for me at first. So this product is called On Guard Plus, and these are the protective blend On Guard in little soft gel caps already pre-made. And they've actually added black pepper and melissa oil to this as well. These I cannot say enough about. I don't think I would have gotten through the weekend without taking a couple of these a day as well. So we move on to Digest Zen, which is incredible for that sinus congestion we were talking about, but really its intention is digestive support, relieving upset stomachs, motion sickness. It definitely has the smell of like fennel, anise, peppermint, all these things that are really calming and helpful for the tummy. Meal times, it's great, and if anytime you need some comfortable digestion. And there's also soft gels. And we talked about Deep Blue. It comes in a variety of different things for those tired, achy joints before and after exercise to reduce your discomfort. And for deep tissue massage, it comes in a single little 5 ml blend. It comes already pre-diluted in a roll-on with fractionated coconut oil, and it comes in a tube of lotion mixed in, which is my husband's favorite thing. Every man loves it. It's like masculine, and they can see themselves using it. It's great. Breathe, the respiratory blend to help your lungs and your sinuses. You're probably going to be leaning on that, Laura. That was definitely what I used the most. I put that in the diffuser with a drop of Arbor Vitae as well. I love Arbor Vitae for respiratory support. It helps me tremendously. I think it makes a beautiful addition to this blend. And it also just like smells like a sauna. It's awesome. So you can use it in a diffuser to help you sleep. You can put it directly on your respiratory area where you're finding that particular discomfort. And then we talked about balance. And so we want to go back and think about what we've written down, and we can talk a little bit about a couple of other things, because what I'd like to make sure that you do, I know Jillian is probably considering adding some oils into her life and not really sure where to start. And Laura, you've got quite a big collection and probably just want to make the most of it and learn about this whole process, and we'll just review this as well, because this September has been a great new season for me, for our business, for our community, and it's all about use, love, and evolve here. And we want to recruit lots of people who are in that mindset, who want to join our tribe to better the world through this collective. And so everybody can participate in all kinds of great content by choosing a starter kit of your choice, or you can build your own. The membership for a year to join our tribe through doTERRA is $35. And then every year that you renew, it's actually only $25, and they send you a free bottle of peppermint. So, and with every kit, with those enrollment kits that have the membership, I will give you a free blend of your choice, and we can talk about that in our private conversations. I had a lot of those blends with us in Sedona that are specific for mood support, or if there's just something else like that you'd like an extra roll-on for your kiddo of lemon, lavender, peppermint that they can put in their backpack, whatever is going to best complement your needs. And then basically the next step is to book a complimentary session. That's $100 value of consultation with your oils with regard to yoga, meditation, food, whatever your particular need is. If you'd like to learn more about making cleaning products, beauty products, we're going to practice you in that conversation, in that session, and develop your 90-day plan. And then we make sure we get you all hooked up with the online community with all of the resources that will help in this journey. And then Today, the other reason I wanted to do this, not only because if you enroll with 100 or more kit, then you also are going to have the opportunity to get those supplements with an order again in September. They'll send them to you for free. So it's kind of like you spend a couple $100 and then they'll send you the supplements for free at like an $80 value. So it is a good deal if those are something that you're thinking about. I just wanted everyone to be aware that that will be ending after today. And also I'm starting with one of my members and beautiful tribe members and leaders is Meg Mack at Wellness Solutions. She's a health coach. And we're starting a mind-body cleanse together. So a collaborative of her working, giving consultations, private group support for unique plans for each person to take a detox. And I'll be contributing a meditation weekly to that. And so by joining and becoming a member, that starts September 18th. There's also a recent video that her and I did that explained all of that. And we can go over what might be best for you if you want to include supplements, if you want to work on food, if you want to work on your exercise, like whatever your goals are. The whole idea is to use it as a reset for your body and your mind to create more connection there between the way that your body is showing up, some of the maybe patterns that have been going on, and we can help you through that to make some lasting differences. I don't want it to be something that at the end of 30 days, it's like, okay, cool, I'm gonna go like totally eat everything I wouldn't allow myself to eat. It's not a cleanse like that. Okay, and then coming now in September is upon us. Coming monthly, 4 new pieces of content that I'm launching. Last month we did a masterclass, and so we'll continue that monthly. This is a conversation between myself and the other amazing women in our organization, from doctors to dietitians to mothers, teachers, nurses. We have pharmacists. We have so many more people that contribute their unique uses and their story. So it's a really fun offering. I do a Q&A every month to answer specific things that have come up. A recorded aroma yoga class series, 1 a month. Guided meditations, 1 a month to you. The website is under construction, and hopefully all of that will be launching, but these will just come to your inbox or be posted in our private Facebook community. And then I've also started a book club. So this is a personal development book club starting in September for 6 weeks. We're going to be reading Money, A Love Story by Kate Northrup, because everybody needs the opportunity to take a closer look at their relationship with money. And lots of quarterly in-person and online 102 classes and DIY classes and events always happening. So lots of great offerings from our tribe just by having a wholesale virtual store of doTERRA access at your fingertips. How are we doing, guys? Doing okay?
Good.
Good. Okay. So if you're a person who is just like all or nothing, I mean, they made some kits for people like that. There's a diamond kit and every oil kit. If you're somebody who's just like, I want it all, and usually this is like somebody who knows that they want to also be a distributor. So there are a couple of kit options posted on the screen there, but down at the bottom is actually one of the most popular kits. It's called the Natural Solutions Kit because it comes with one of the best diffusers, the Aroma Light diffuser that goes 8 hours. It comes with the supplements. It comes with a variety of the basic essential oils and a lot of the great mood oils that are really exciting. It comes with a storage box to put everything. It comes with the amazing shampoo and conditioner that's like citrusy and minty heaven. Many more things all listed out here. Here's a good look at it. So if you're checking this recording out later, you can just pause the screen and take a closer look. And there are other kits. There's really, for every budget, there is a way. There, of course, are retail options of purchasing oils at retail through my website, but honestly, I just don't encourage it because I want you to be part of our tribe. I want you to have the tools and the ongoing support to use the product. And I don't want you to pay too much for it. And so really beyond 1 or 2 bottles, the $35 pays for itself. If you really only want to try like 1 oil, just let me know. I'll send it to you at my price. And you know, we can baby step you in. So wherever your budget is, wherever you're at, there is a way for you to start. And if these kits are beyond your budget, you can do the $35 and add a few things on and then build it from there. So the other most popular kit is the one I started with was Home Essentials. And these have those 10 foundational oils in a diffuser. And it's the 15 ml size, which is wonderful. There's like 270 drops in those bottles. And that's basically the same as the Family Essentials kit, except the Family Essentials is smaller bottles. You don't get a diffuser, and it does come with beadlets, though. The beadlets are amazing. They're like a 1/4 drop of oil in with some coconut oil, and they're in a tiny little dissolvable capsule for oral use. The peppermint's like a beautiful breath mint. The On Guard works really, really well for stuff like you've got going on in the upper respiratory or whatever it might be. If you just need some energetic support to hone in your energy at family holidays before you go meet everybody, it works well for that energetically too. There's a family wellness kit that comes with roll-ons, perfectly handy for kiddos. Comes with some kids probiotics and the supplements for adults. And then I also really love the Aroma Touch diffused kit because it's got that balance in there. You get some fractionated coconut oil. You get a couple of different really beautiful massage blends. This is something that's great for, it's really great for massage therapists, but it's wonderful for really so many. All right. I just wanted to touch on this briefly. We will talk about it more in your one-on-one discussion and 90-day plan. But basically, I just want to assure you that with the membership, it does not require you to order monthly. You don't have to. You can order quarterly. You can order once again in a year and still get so many benefits out of this membership. However, if you do choose to order monthly, there's a completely optional but totally awesome program called Loyalty Rewards, or LRP. Monthly LRP orders of 50 or more, and PV means product value, which is, I'm wrapping it up. You guys can feel free to set up if you want to. I've got another group coming into a conference space that I'm in. So we can talk about this more in our meeting, but basically really great way to earn lots of extra free stuff. And then if this is something that you would like to talk to me about, I would absolutely love to do this, whether it be in person or online, and bring it to you and your people, and we can arrange a wonderful gift for you as well, or talk about the benefits of you yourself sharing with others. And I mean, this is what I talked about, and what I really love to do is help people make this authentically theirs, to use this model to really hone in on the message that you have to bring to the world. I feel like there are so many walks of life that you can see making this great product work for them, and what it is they'd like to share. So, you know, one of the greatest things, it's like one of the best compensation plans in this industry, and the retention rate is incredible. It's like 10% above average. I mean, there's a reason why so many other companies look towards doTERRA. So let's talk about that at a later date, if you're any way resonating with the work that I do. And then, you know, take a snapshot of this. Let's pick a date to talk later if you decide to get started. Here's some really great ideas for those. Maybe you decided reducing your toxic load is somewhere you can really make some adjustments and some really big impact on your life. Diffusing makes your home smell magical without harmful chemicals. You get rid of your Glade plugins, please, and start using On Guard products instead of your regular hand soaps and laundry detergents. And seriously, get rid of your dryer sheets, please, and get some doTERRA dryer balls. They're just wool dryer balls. You can put lemongrass, purify, elevation, lavender in your dryer, and be good to go, chemical free. Rest and stress management. Oh my gosh, take a bath with some Epsom salts, some baking soda, some lavender or serenity. My favorite lately has been juniper berry and lavender and patchouli with Epsom salts, baking soda, a little coconut oil in the bath. It's like, oh my gosh, just floating. It's wonderful. Use your deep blue in your workouts. Use your Mito 2 Max supplements and peppermint for your workouts, for your yoga. And then eat right, eating whole food diet. Taking us up on this this group reset cleanse coming up that's starting on the 18th. Try out some supplements, work on your water intake. And there's some great recipes here. Seasonal threats, lemon, lavender, peppermint, kick the crud, on guard, lemon, and melaleuca, sleepy time, frankincense, lavender, and breathe. And down here is a wonderful reference chart for how many drops for adults and children, maximum and ideal amounts daily. All right, so do you guys have any questions for me, specifically regarding maybe what you've written down? And Jillian, I'll see if there's a chat option. If you've got any questions, love. I know you've got your microphone off. Let me see, I might unmute you. Okay. So I'll just close it up by saying that when sleeping women wake, mountains move. Follow your bliss and the universe will open doors where there were only walls. And that's how I really feel about this journey together. On the original post that I placed with an invitation to join for this webinar, I've also posted a getting started guide, which has a link to how you can purchase and enroll, and there's instructions and everything like that, but we can always set up a phone call. My number is 602-570-5335. If you want to text or call me and discuss further, or just open up a Facebook messenger chat. Let's see if there's any other like chat things happening. I'm gonna open up the chat room and just see. Laura, do you have any other questions, sweetie?
No, I think I'm good.
Yeah? Did you learn something new, even though you're an old pro?
Well, I don't know if I'd say a pro, but yes, I learned some new stuff.
Okay, good. Good. I'm glad it was useful for your time. Did you have any other wonderings?
You know what? I'll go through my notes and stuff, and then I'll send you an email or a text.
Yeah. Awesome. Sounds great. Thank you so much for your time and joining us.
Thank you.
Are you going to do the cleanse group? So,
I should.
yeah, I mean, it's available to anybody who's on, regular customer ordering. So whether you just place your order in September, time before the 18th, then basically you're registered. And I would suggest just trying, I mean, I know you do some different supplementation, so we can talk about what you want to do and how you can participate. But it's just a really great way to share some good recipes. And I mean, you do a really good job, but I think it's a fun way to be in a new group and on the physical and the mental together. Cool.
Yes.
All right. Well, thanks for your time. Jillian, I just typed in a little thank you in the chat box if, for whatever reason, if your mic's not working. I know it looks like it's muted. If you want to type anything into chat room, if you have any other questions, or just feel free to reach out to me. All right, sisters. Sat Nam.
Have a good night.
You too. I look forward to seeing you.
Yes, I'll see you in the morning. I'll see you in the afternoon.
At noon.
All right.
All right.
Bye, Lord.
All right. See you soon, guys. Chat later. Enjoy your evening. Lots of love. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye, Julian.